In this video, we show you how not to do this. Or this. Instead, our tree cutting is very calculated, just like the last video. Check it out.
Here we started, and we used the tractor, lift, and the pole saw. And we got quite a bit of ways up there, but you can see some of these branches have been hanging on for a long time. They've been dead, and they're kind of dangerous. They could fall at any time, but this is a really big tree. And it's really leaning, so we're gonna take off as many as we can reach and grind them up as we go. We are back at it again. It's time to take the big tree down that we talked about a couple weeks ago, and this ended up being a bigger project than I thought, but we did not have to rent a lift, even though I mentioned I thought we might. So I also found out some new things on our chipper here. It will feed logs through like crazy, faster than the branches. And what you saw there, it just takes them right in, grinds them up as fast as possible. Well, that kind of ran us into a problem that you're going to see here. Slip clutch started slipping. Got hot, steaming a little bit. I'll have to inspect what's going on there.
I just have no power. What's going on?
That's not hot. Something's under a lot of tension. I keep seeing like a smoke, but it is spinning.
So what happened is the chute was clogged, and I had to take it apart to unclog it. And that's because it was feeding them through so fast.
So the chute port got clogged, and that's why everything stopped working. Cut those, so to make sure you're not around while I'm cutting, okay? Oh. I mean, I'm just gonna cut those branches off, so just don't go by the tractor while they're falling.
Little Kirill was having an absolute blast out here helping, and he always does. If you want to see more, watch the end of the video here. You'll notice here that I'm using the pole saw. The pole saw is from Harbor Freight. It's the Bauer, and it is excellent. I can use my Hercules batteries on it because I have an adapter, and I just love this saw. It'll reach up to 10 feet.
Time to grind up the rest. I don't think I can get really any higher. Though I did cut that one. Maybe I could cut that one off too. Maybe we'll try that. But there's no way. I was thinking about putting the 17-foot ladder on top of the lift, but that's still not going to get me too near the top. So I think I do have to rent a lift. We're back for another weekend of working on this tree, and we have a couple hours until it's supposed to start snowing. So I want to try to get this thing down. So here you can see, compared to the other tree behind it, how straight this one is. And you can see it's as crooked as could be. It really wants to fall this way, and we got to make sure it doesn't fall that way. So, and I don't know if you can see as we go around how it falls, how it is leaning. We're gonna aim for the clothesline right there. and if I can point it out, and we should be far enough away from it, but it is tall. We're gonna aim it towards into that garden, get it branches cut off, moved. We may not get everything cleaned up in this time frame. My brother told me this is the way we need to go. I was going to have it go towards that way and fall in between. He says go that way. There's less stuff that way.
This does not look that high up, but we're at about just under 8 feet at the floor height, and then I start climbing up. You don't realize how tall a tree is until you start climbing up. And that's when I realized I am glad I did not decide to cut all the branches off up in the air. So here I'm attaching the chain that we intend to use to pull a certain direction.
We got that up there about as high as I wanted to climb. Now we're gonna work on bringing the rope over to the clothesline. And we've got a snatch block. Hopefully I don't damage the clothesline. But if I do, I know how to put another one in, since I did it once before. I don't like using steel cables. Other people will tell me that's all I should use. However, experience tells me otherwise. Now we got to move the tractor, get some tension on it. We've got the pulley hooked up, and I think I'm going to go off that tree, and then we're going to try to yank it towards this way with the tractor. Yeah, I wasn't going to do it by hand. Then I'm going to have to ask somebody if they can come over and help. I don't know if any of you want to come over and help, but I'm going to need some fairly quickly. We're going to back up and tightening it up. See, the tension is drawing. You can see it right through there. Oh, that's pretty tight. There's the chain up there. You know, I think we could go hang a rope and slide across this. Yeah, it works. There it is. Looks like everything's in place. I don't want it falling. I don't want it falling that way. I want it falling that way. It did.
I was driving the tractor.
Okay.
Actually, I think it landed completely on your yard.
It did.
I knew it went around. I wasn't sure if I was doing anything. I was just flooring it.
No, you were pulling it. It was cracking like crazy. It wouldn't have done it without the tractor, without you doing that. Huh?
I said that was pretty perfect.
Yeah, that is actually a nice healthy tree. It was sawing so soft through the middle that I thought it must have been rotted, but it wasn't.
Oh, and you can see how soft the wood is. Really soft. What kind of tree is it?
Eastern white pine. Okay.
It's probably because I had such thick bark on it. That probably what kept it healthy. Like its bark is near an inch thick in some places.
Angel and Jerison both confirmed that this tree was about 80 years old.
Good job, Jerison. Thanks for helping. Had to refresh batteries. That is really where a gas chainsaw and gas cameras and gas everything just would pay off. The snow is accumulating fairly quick.
This has to be one of the heaviest logs that I have lifted with the tractor. This one lifted, but you could see it was struggling to. I love having a grapple. I'm not sure if this is my favorite one. I think I would rather have a different grapple, but just having one is fantastic. Being able to lift these logs like they're nothing, being able to stack them, would be impossible to do by yourself. This log here clearly gave me some fits. It would not pick this up until the end came off. Angel's surprised that it would just break so straight.
He was stuck in the ground.
Doesn't realize that the snow was actually covering up the cut.
He broke.
That's okay.
Yeah, turn in more. Did he just like crack whenever he tipped over or what?
Wow.
well, and you've got these two like branches that are kind of digging in the dirt. It's dragging you a little bit. I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
It's pretty heavy. And that's the reason why we like a different.
Yeah.
This,
Can you
so
can
it
you
pushes it that way.
can you turn his wrist, or is that what you're trying to do? He might be too big to get on the sawmill, but hey, that's another problem for another day.
Is there any more?
In the front. You don't hit that. I can't move it.
I think I'm going to set him right here for right now. Because I want a place for right there and I still want to back up that track.
Just don't make him roll into my tree.
I need you to post any questions or comments that you have. Maybe you don't like how I did it. Be sure to do that. Like and subscribe if you can too, because that helps the channel out. Thank you guys.
He's a big boy.
Even though we had that snow, we ended up getting done before we got hit too hard. Altogether, I believe we had 6 to 7 inches of snow, and I was glad we got that all finished. Now I just needed to dry up a little bit, and we can get it on the sawmill.
I still blow leaves.
What?
I'm trying to still blow all leaves.
Oh, you're blowing all the leaves?
Yeah, I need your help.
What do you need my help with?
What is that?
Grandpa's got his camera recording.
What is he doing with it?
Recording. Should we go see if Grammy's home?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you wanted to see Grammy.
I caught the elbow.
If you want to blow the leaves, blow them into the garden, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to